Those Barbars tours, I've heard stories about brown envelopes full of cash being on your bed before your first week, and then you just go out and spend it up large. Is that what happens?
But you don't have to spend too much, to be honest. It's put on. I confirm there is brown envelopes. Not, but when you the week of is you're pretty well looked after. But it's not just left on your bed. There's a bit more of a formality to it. But it's just one of the great. Have you done it, Webby?
No, I've never. I've tried to get on it, but it's just never quite worked out. I think I was trying to get on the one that had just been end of last year, but
yeah,
after the World Cup and stuff, it was all a bit of a big year. So
yeah,
not to, but I'm real keen one day.
It'd be right up your alley.
Oh,
you would thrive. You would thrive.
I'll say no more then, Jeff. That's.
I tell you what, get in with Tomo. Tell Tomo to get. He can pull some strings. He knows everyone up there.
Yeah,
he knows his way in. I've been knocking on his door to try and get back on.
The other story I've heard is that there's just a massive court session at the start, and half the players end up waking up in the team room, don't even make it back to their bedrooms.
Yeah, there's not a lot of sleep. It's not so much a court session. You go out for dinner and stuff, and then we had Matt Stevens on our one, the ex-English prop. He's, I think, Safa born, and he sort of prided himself as knowing his way around London, so he took care of quite a lot of it. But you almost, it's more of our first night was like out for dinner. First few nights, and sort of bouncing around clubs and pubs and stuff, having a good time. But we still had to train. Like JK was our coach. We were up training and stuff. Well, what you call training in barbars, it's pretty limited, bit of touch and a few moves. But the year we played it, we had a bit of fun with it. We had Stephen Luatua doing that NFL pass. I think Colin Slade doing a reverse kick for Angus Tarvell to run onto. So we had plenty of fun in our game plan, and managed to nearly sneak one off the Wallabies. Lost in the last minute, unfortunately. But so it wasn't so much. The court session was sort of after the game in Twickenham, and then there was a bus ride. We were playing a second game, I think, up in Northampton or something. So there was a good bus ride and a cordy at the end of that. And because the squad's so big, the guys that had played the Aussies weren't always backing up for that sort of club game.
Brady got to get on that, mate.
Oh no, I'm licking my lips.
Yeah, I have to thank JK for that one, because there was no way I was getting on that trip at that stage of my career. Like I hadn't played any international footy, so it was just right coach, right time. And so much of it is who is coaching. If you know the coach, that's a big way to getting in.
The year I was up there, I think 2018, and I went to a Barbars training, and Razor was assisting Robbie Deans on that particular Barbars tour. And Razor came over as he does, and just says g'day and all that. And he goes, I said, "Oh, what have you been up to?" He goes, "Well, mate, I arrived yesterday afternoon, went straight to a cafe, we cracked open a bottle of red wine, and that was us for the night." I was like, no need for team talks, no need to get anything together. That is great.
It's amazing, like, it does show that sometimes you can overthink a week, because like we didn't do much structure stuff, but it flowed on the day of the game. Like we'd been together for weeks or months. We didn't even know half the guys until Monday. It's crazy. It was a good week. I tell you who went really well was Frank Halloy and Tim Nano Williams. They played really well, but they also went really well off the field. Slim to none sleep for those boys.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me with Tim Nano.
Yeah,
he's a
Frankie's the same.
when I was first here, so
yeah.